Yo, what is up, guys? Oscar here with a new video discussing the Real Madrid Elche match that just went final. Real Madrid comes from behind and wins it 2-1. This game, sigh of relief if you're a Madrid fan. Sigh of relief. They were able to bounce back after Zinedine Zidane and the squad that he selected wasn't working out for him. So that's my first initial reaction. The team select the squad selection the starting 11 selection really just at the beginning, it looked pretty cool. They were able to generate. They were able to get into the opponent's midfield. They just couldn't get to the goalie. They really couldn't do much with the formation. So the formation that Real Madrid selected at the beginning of the game was a 3-5-2 formation. They had Sergio Ramos, Rafael Varane, and Nacho in the back, and they went with a midfield of Isco, Fede Valverde, Ferland Mendy, um, Casemiro, and then the top two strikers were Vinicius Jr. and Karim Benzema. It didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. It worked for the first 20 minutes, because Real Madrid, were able to surprise Elche, but Elche were able to catch on and find a way to respond to that. They went with a 4-4-2 formation, so Real Madrid really just struggled with that formation, and they struggled so much so that Elche, at the 61st minute, off of a corner kick that was given to them, the officiating was also bad as well. They should have given Elche a penalty. They should have given Real Madrid a penalty. There were a lot of questionable calls, and there was an offside that Elche was about to score, and then the referee said it was an offsides, but it was more on offsides on Real Madrid's part. I think it was Rafael Varane who was offsides, but they didn't count it, so they gave him the corner kick, and then next thing you know, Real Madrid, Elche gets the 1-0, and I was this close. I was watching the game, and at that 61st minute, Real Madrid had only one shot on target for goal. And then, excuse the background. I have family over, and they're downstairs, and they're right beneath where my room is. So, excuse the noise if you hear that in the background. But, you know, at that time they had actually no, at the 60th minute I got the report that one shot on target for Real Madrid, two for Elche, which I thought was just bad. With the formation that I thought that with Real Madrid having a crowded midfield with Karim Benzema and Vinicius Jr. at the forefront, would have at least had more shots. It didn't happen. Their defense was weak. So then it called for Zinedine Zidane to change back to his 4-3-3 because he wanted to give Luka Modric and Toni Kroos rest for their Champions League clash against Atalanta, which rightfully so. You need those guys to be rest up, not afford an injury, because your squad is getting healthier. You got Sergio Ramos back today. Eden Hazard came back today, even though he did nothing. But really, after the goal scored by Elche, it forced Zidane's hand to go back, get the 4-3-3. So then, when they go back to that, I think it was like maybe 70. I think I want 73rd. I was gonna say 71st, but it was the 73rd minute when Karim Benzema, a corner kick, the same thing that Elche did to Real Madrid with that corner kick. Real Madrid did it back. So off the corner kick, gets kicked by Toni Kroos, and then Karim Benzema with a nice header, air attack, goal, tied 1-1. And Elche made the right changes because they were looking to just hang on to the draw. They went from their 4-4-2 formation to the 4-1-4-1 formation. And when you use that formation, it is to close out the game with your preferred result. And Elche was looking for the 1-1 draw, but then, you know, they were playing very well, but then they made one crucial change that changed everything. They took out one of their main guys. I can't remember what his name is at the moment. He really, was responsible for helping out with Elche's defense. But once he went out, Karim Benzema with an incredible goal. So this is how the second goal came about. It was in added time. They added 4 minutes. So in the 91st minute, Lucas Vázquez kicks to Rodrigo. Rodrigo then kicks to Karim Benzema, and Karim Benzema just kicks it in for the goal, giving them the 2-1 victory. Sigh of relief for Real Madrid. Their La Liga hopes are still alive, even though it's kind of small with them being behind 8 points. But check out my Real Madrid in a history video, which I will put that in the card below and in the link below, down below. So check that out, so that way you know what I'm referencing to. So they are still alive by the slimmest of margins. Sigh of relief for Real Madrid. Karim Benzema steps up. Karim Benzema is man of the match. That's what I'm gonna say. About this video about this game is that Karim Benzema saved Real Madrid, got a double, could have had a triple at the end of the game. It just didn't happen. I know I was optimistic in my preview when I said Real Madrid should win 3-0, but with the way that Zinedine Zidane implemented the 3-5-2, that was questionable. I understand. You have Atalanta, who likes that system, the 3-5-2. However, I don't think it would have been smart to implement that when you have a returning set. Maybe if Sergio Ramos was completely healthy, because he's coming off of injury, and maybe if you had Dani Carvajal instead of Nacho and Lucas Vázquez in his stead, if Dani Carvajal was back there, I would say yes, go for it. Change the formations, because that was what Zidane did. He would change up the formation at the beginning of the season. Remember, he would change up the formation every so often, and it was so hard to predict what the lineups would be. But when he figured out the 4-3-3 formation was his preferred method, he went with that. But now that he is, goes back to these formations, maybe I said try the 4-4-2 with Fede Valverde. It surprised me that Isco also got the start, because I would have thought that he would have been a substitution. If you do, I guess Zidane wanted to rest both Toni Kroos and Luka Modric for the beginning portions of the game, which I guess is okay. Casemiro is suspended, by the way, so that's why he played the full 90 minutes. But Toni Kroos and Luka Modric are still in this game. But look at the result. The 3-5-2 really cost you more than you could have gained. You didn't have many shots on target with the 3-5-2. Elche really, was able to get to Thibaut Courtois a lot more than you were able to get to Elche's goalkeeper. So really, it was a cost. You're fortunate that Thibaut Courtois is your goalie, one of the best there is at the present moment to save you, because I don't know if the way that Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos is back, I don't know if they would have been able to keep up with, whoever they had left, like Eder Militao and all that. I don't think that would have been the result. So Karim Benzema saves you. It works for this game. Still alive, as slim as that is in La Liga, because if you lost this game or if you drew this game, because Real Madrid was on pace for their third straight draw in a row. They drew against Real Sociedad. They drew against Atletico Madrid in the derby. And then they were this close to drawing, but Karim Benzema, like I said, saved them at the last minute to give them a win. So You gotta Zidane. You gotta figure out. You gotta be smart. This Tuesday as well, because you have the 1-0 lead. If you want to add to it, that's fine, but try to preserve it. Don't let Atalanta, because that's what kills you. Second leg matches kill you recently. I know that 2 years ago you weren't around for the second leg of the Champions League when Ajax humiliated Real Madrid at home, but Manchester City humiliated you when you played at home last year. So you cannot have that this time around with Atalanta. You need to find a way to move on from the round of 16 to the quarterfinals. So I'll talk more about that later this week. So alrighty guys, what do you thought? What are your thoughts on this game? Real Madrid wins it 2-1. Karim Benzema saves them from losing and drawing. In my opinion, Real Madrid should thank Karim Benzema for that. Because really they couldn't generate much. Like I said, at the 60 minutes, they only had one shot on target. And then after that, I don't know, they really didn't have many opportunities after that either, because of that formation that Elche implemented. But by the skin of their teeth, they win it. So that is my analysis of this game. So like I said, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. If you're new to my channel, you like what you hear and see, you rock with me, give me a subscribe, share the video, comment, give me a thumbs up, like the video. Until then, guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.